Where have your journeys taken you?
Testing. Let's see. Earlier, when I was playing, to the tracker. I guess I didn't play the correct character. Let's see. Earlier, when I was playing. Oh, stream seems to be working. Go to chat. Hello, everyone. Got my iPad out. I can see the chat a little better this time. I also got coffee. Yum. So earlier today, I played enough of the Witchwood's Monster Hunt to make it up to round
By wing
5.
and talon, my harpy sisters keep peace in my wood.
So this is the 5th challenge I'm at now out of 8. If I can beat this, I can go on to the final round, which is a separate spot in here. Let's see, I'll show you. So before in Kobolds and Catacombs, you just had the dungeon run. The Witchwood, they're calling it Monster Hunt, but it's very similar, just different mechanics. But in order to do the final challenge, you have to complete the Monster Hunt, which I have not done yet. But I've defeated 4.
By wing and talon, my harpy sisters keep peace in my wood.
I've defeated 4 monsters as the Cannoneer, which is a really fun new monster hunter in this that kind of overlays some of the other characters. I've picked a lot of really great cards so far getting up to this point. So the way the dungeon run or the monster hunt works is it's single elimination. If I'm defeated by any of the characters, I will have to start over at 1. Then I'll start and I'll repick my deck as I go and get treasures as I go and get passive abilities as I go. This time my passive ability is Caltrops, and I think it's really great. After your opponent plays a minion, deal 1 damage to it, and that was just okay. I picked that very early on, and I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was until one of the treasures I got to choose was Execute. It was 3 of them. Destroy a damaged enemy minion, which with Caltrops in play, everything is already damaged. So pretty pleased with myself about that. 1-2 punch of Caltrops to Execute for only 2 mana there. So pretty excited. Now I was talking to Yuna a bit earlier, and she got up to challenge number 4 and was knocked out, but this was the monster that knocked her out, the Sapphira Dusktalon. I'm probably butchering her name. Her hero power is whenever your opponent casts a spell, draw a spell from your deck. So she doesn't even have to pay anything. That's passive, which means it just happens without her paying anything. Anytime I play a spell, she's gonna be able to draw 1. But my strategy relies pretty heavily on creatures. There's just a few spells, but they are absolutely worth it. The extra powder that causes my cannons to do extra. I'm really made up about this guy too. Grizzled Reinforcement. Summon an extra cannon when you play him, because the enemy really can't interact with your cannons at all. I mean, they can. One of the monsters was summoning creatures to he put them all on one side of my cannon so that my cannons were shifted and they wouldn't shoot at him. But you can't damage the cannons. You can't, interact with them in any other way except kind of like summoning creatures on my side of the field and moving them around. or destroying my creatures and making them move, depending on which creature you destroy. So other than that, mostly it's like a bunch of creatures that kind of help out my cannons or give me extra cannons. So hopefully it'll go well. I've actually never made it. I played the dungeon run a few times. I'm relatively new to playing Hearthstone. I played it when it first came out. Of course, it's a whole different game now. I mean, well, not a different game. It's the same game, but it's much more complex. A lot more things to consider. And so I really do feel like you could basically refer to it as a new game from when I played it before. So starting back, this is definitely new territory for me. A lot of interactions that I'm not used to, and I think I only got to 4 on the dungeon runs when I've tried it twice. So this is a new high for me on this new content that was just released today. So the Witchwood has been out for a while, that expansion, but today, earlier today, right as my first stream started, that was exactly when the monster hunt for the Witchwood, that was the time that the monster hunt for the Witchwood went live. So try this out, up to the 5th monster. Hearthstone just has so much personality. Even the load screens are kind of funny. Sharpening claws. The one thing I like too is that all the cards in it, when you play them, they make a certain sound effect. And I've played Magic the Gathering for years, and that's something that I do anyway when I play cards. It's kind of annoying to the people I'm playing with in real life, but I always, make sound effects and stuff when I tap to attack and different things like that. But it's really cool that they've added it into these, like got voice actors for each individual card, sound effects. Sound effects for each individual card. Now, one thing that should be said about Hearthstone is that it is all completely server side. So a lot of people are playing this today. And so that means they have a limited number of spots in their server. I've actually gotten on to play Hearthstone just one time out of all the times I've played, and it basically said, Hearthstone servers are full. Wait 10 minutes, or actually it gives you a wait screen, and you just actually get to queue up and wait and go in the turn that you tried to join. So that's kind of nice, but it's it's pretty popular game. It's getting more and more so that way, and for good reason, here in my game. Alright, I'm gonna hit back. I'm gonna back out, and then I'm gonna go back in just to see if that helps. It's probably not going to. It's probably just really crowded right now.
By wing and talon, my harpy sisters keep peace in my wood.
And if I can't get this to load, I will maybe contact Yuna and see if she wants to finish our best 2 of 3. She has won 1 match, and I have won 1 match with our decks that we've built. She has a mage deck that she's working on. Both of us are very new to it, coming back to it now, so we don't either of us have a super great collection, but I think it's fair to say that I have a better collection than she does so far. I've gotten more cards. I've been playing for a little bit longer, but I'm not favoring myself to win that 3rd match, to be quite honest with you. I think she is going to beat me. Oh, yeah. Alright, so let me give that a shot. Okay. See if she responds. Oh, I guess she did. Okay, so Odd Paladin is the one that I've spent the most time working on. It's actually kind of funny. I tried to improve upon my previous design for Odd Paladin and accidentally put in an even casting cost card. I was thinking to myself, why didn't I put this in the first time? It's so ridiculous. But then it turns out I didn't put it in the first time. you know, I didn't put it in the first time because it was an even costed card. Now, one thing you can do if you're building a odd deck or an even deck, you know, there's some cards in the game that have passive effects that if they are in your deck, they will make something happen at the very beginning of the game. And that's what all the odd and even decks that you're hearing about are about. So there's a dragon, I think he's a dragon, that basically says if... Oh my goodness, I think Hearthstone is just overwrought right now. Let me try... Oh, let's see, I'll text her. Let's see. Okay. Challenge accepted. Let's see if it works on her side. Choose. What the odd costed decks are, there's a legendary creature. Oh yeah, she thinks the servers are down intermittently. I think it's just probably overcrowded. She's probably gonna pop into my stream so she can see what my hand is. Oh well. So anyway, as I was saying, the odd decks that you see coming out, the creature that you put in for that basically states that if he's in your deck and you have all odd casting cost minions and spells, so no evenly casting cost anything in your deck, he will upgrade your hero ability. And in the case of the paladin, oh my word, I might just have to wait a while. Let me try. I'm gonna try solo again. Monster Hunter, choose.
By wing and talon, my harpy sisters keep peace in my wood.
Alright. Sliming everything. I'm sorry, I've been working on one sentence for literally 5 minutes and not been able to get it out due to distractions. Yeah, basically he states if everything is odd casting cost in your deck, he upgrades your hero power, which in the case of the paladin is you make a 1/1 creature with your hero power and he'll make 2 of them for the same cost. So that kind of, you know, means you put these anthem effects or effects that pump all your creatures up at once, and you've got so many that it really, you know, you get really a lot of value out of that. So that's the type of deck I like to play when I'm playing Magic the Gathering as well. I like to play ones that, you know, are real aggressive, go wide, and do kind of, you know, do kind of strange things, really valuable things if you can pull it off. It's like kind of high risk, high reward, because what can happen with those strategies is you're trying to make a big board of small creatures and the opponent keeps wiping them out, or just playing his own creatures and they're bigger, so they kill your creatures and you just really can't ever get a foothold, and you feel like you struggle the whole match and nothing ever actually really happens that much. So that's the risk of playing a deck like that, but I do enjoy that for sure. Okay, that's not working. So it is 3:45 p.m. on the west or the east coast now, and more people are probably logging on to play Hearthstone. So that's part of the problem, I do believe. What could I play that would work? Let me try. I'm gonna try a game with Yuna one more time, and then if that doesn't work, I will try jumping into Arena, because I could probably at least draft my Arena deck and talk about that a little bit. And there's people working on my building that I live in now. I'm the only apartment in here, but Man, does he have heavy feet. It's like, are you wearing concrete blocks on your feet? This is the time of day that it is the most crowded. It's like school lets out and then, you know, a lot of people log on. There's a whole lot going on in this game that kind of rewards you for playing on the regular too. Yep, does not work. Okay. Alright, I'm going to give one last try to play Arena and see if that will allow me to draft my deck at least. Oh my gosh, I'm totally not typing my Blizzard password on the stream. This is dumb. Okay, so try the solo adventure. Surely they would X that out, but maybe they wouldn't. Okay, Monster Hunt. One last try. Blizzard's made such a popular game that not everybody can play it all the time. Hello, Gray. I don't know why I type it into the chat. Welcome. Having a little trouble logging on. Busy servers. A lot of people trying out the Witchwood today. It appears that maybe I should not have stopped playing earlier and taken a break because I was going along fine. Although, I guess it could have gotten busy at any point like this. I am very much enjoying it so far. I'm up to 5. Never been this high yet into the rankings, so this is PvE, keep in mind though. I'm not beating real people. Let's see. Just keep spamming it. Hey, alright.
Darius versus Saphira.
Nice.
I am in position.
You go no
Made it in.
farther. Hagatha commands it.
Alright, so I need something for beginning of the game. I really don't think I can afford to keep either of those, but I am no way replacing this one because it's probably the best card in my deck. Well, it makes me the happiest. I like having an extra cannon. Oh, very nice. Okay, so this is the start of the turn I've had almost every time. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. When I play a spell, she is going to draw one from her deck. But, I mean, if you look at my hand so far, just creatures. So this guy's really good. He's inspired by me firing my cannon, which means he gets +1 attack whenever I use the fire button. So I'm going to put him out.
One day, I'll be a real knight.
Turn 1, turn 2, I will fire the cannon to hit her or whatever creature she plays. Yep. So my caltrops are doing their work. When that creature came into play, did 1 damage to it. My cannon will finish it off. And my cannon will also inspire this guy, giving him +1 attack, and that's permanent. Whenever in Hearthstone it says gain 1 attack, gain 1 health, that means that you keep it, and it can exceed what the character started at. If it says restore 1 health, then that will only bump up to what your base character will, you know, can have. So
We're using
I want to swing that
real
too.
swords.
At her. And that's pretty much the best turn 1, turn 2 play my deck can do. Okay, so this is a great turn 3 play. He has Rush, which means he can attack a minion but not charge. So Rush can attack minions immediately. Charge can attack anything immediately. I don't want to attack this bird though. That's not good value. I want to shoot that bird with my cannon and inspire my Lily Squire again. Let's see. This would be a better guy to play. Play 1. Give a minion +2 attack this turn, which will of course be this guy. Fire the cannon, kill the bird, use this guy to attack. So I think there's not really a better play than that.
Get in there and fight!
Give +2 to my Lily Squire. Fire the cannon first, kill the bird, and also inspire my Lily Squire.
We're using
Then attack
real
for 5.
swords.
This feels real good. I don't know, you can't underestimate these monsters in the Monster Hunt though. Like, they play some pretty crazy cards, or they used to in the dungeon run. Okay, so whenever a card has a skull and crossbones on the bottom, that means it has a death rattle effect. So when you kill this Devil Soar egg, it's going to hatch out a 5/5 Devil Soar. So that's something to keep in mind. So the way it works when you play a minion or something hatches out, unless it has charge or rush, it has to sit there for a turn, right? So if I were to kill this egg and the dinosaur pops out, by the time it got back to the enemy turn, the dinosaur could attack too, and that's a 5/5. So that's something I really don't want to see happen, to be quite honest. But I would have to kill this. So I could kill it with my Squire. The dinosaur 5/5 would come out. What else do I have that can... So I could... This has Rush, and it would gain +3 attack, which would make it a 5/5, and I could kill the dinosaur with it. So I think that's the play. I think I don't get to fire my cannon this turn, which is not making me super happy.
Real swords.
But that's okay. Alright. So now here's our Devil Soar that we were expecting. I expected him to have horns. I mean... Oh, he does. Alright, and then now I can play this.
Defend the gates.
Rush. +3 when I played it. Kill the Devil Soar. Swinging one at the monster.
Job's done.
Alright, now I'm going to have 5 mana crystals next turn. Yeah. What now? Okay, so this is a Swamp Dragon egg. When it dies, add a random dragon to your hand. So he's gonna get, but that'll be into his hand. So the good thing about this is, no matter what dragon it is, it's gonna go back to their hand. Then they'll have to play it on their turn. Unless it has charge or rush, it's not gonna attack me next turn. So I can feel at least, you know, I've got some time to react to that. Now, what happened? The reason there's these two here is because he played a, let's see, he played a Egg Napper. That's a 3/1, and when it dies, it has Death Rattle, summon 2 1/1 raptors. My Caltrops did the 1 damage and automatically summoned the raptors, so that's why those are there. Now, based on where my cannon is, it will only shoot straight forward. Now, if it was between, if it was shifted over by one creature waiting this side, it would shoot here and here. So that's something I maybe could aspire to make happen. Let's see what our mana cost says we should do. So this has Rush. It could attack. We don't really care about the egg. To be honest, if I can avoid killing the egg, great, because it's not going to attack me. Okay, this guy summons an extra cannon. Let's see, that's going to be a little bit unruly. Okay, so this deals 3 damage and I gain 3 armor. I want this guy to get back out there for sure, this lowly squire. And this guy has rush as well, so he could attack a minion. I'm going to save that guy for when I'm trying to take care of whatever dinosaur or dragon, that they play. So I'm going to play this squire to scoot my cannon over to be able to shoot both dinosaurs, because now that it's between the two, it'll go boom, boom. So I definitely want to be able to play that. And then looks like this could, it has rush. It's the only thing else I can play, basically, with the 2 mana that's going to be left. So fire my cannon, boom, boom, kill those dinosaurs. Yep. Okay, and then it's inspired this guy again. He's up to a 4/2. I'll swing at the main fella. And, oh, wow. Oh, I forgot about this. If they kill any minions, refresh this. So I could have fired again, but I really don't want to kill that egg, like I said. So I'm going to line this back up. Or do I... If I put it here, it'll actually keep my cannon from shooting that egg. That seems good. So I have a decision to make here. This guy's gonna, his life total is really high, 27. There's no doubt in my mind that this egg is gonna die. I'm gonna delay it as long as I can. That feels right. Nourish. What did that just do? Okay. Choose one. Gain 2 mana crystals or draw 3 cards. Okay. And then Witchwood's Touch. Draw 2 cards, gain 8 armor. Oh my gosh. Whew. This guy's a grind. Okay. Or lady, I guess. Appears to be. This is another cool thing about Hearthstone. You can interact with the board a little bit. And it'll do things. Oh, see? See? It's pretty cool. Alright, focus, Mark. Alright, so here we go. Your hero power costs 1 instead of 2. That's handy. Deal 3 damage, gain 3 armor. Summon an extra cannon. Is it time for that? It's going to end up shooting the dinosaur, but really, the dinosaur is keeping us from shooting our opponent, so I really think that's probably a good thing. So, okay. What's our line of play then? This guy for sure. It's going to take us down to 3 mana. Maybe then do 3 damage or shoot the cannon. Okay, so, alright. Also, if I kill this thing, just deal with it, then summon the cannon. I think that's the way to go. So I'm going to go ahead and kill the egg. Oops.
We're using real swords.
Kill the egg just to get it out of the way. They got a dinosaur. Then summon an extra cannon.
Backup's here.
Hopefully it'll summon it. Oh, jeez. Oh. I've learned that before. I've learned that it summons it to the right of the guy, and I'm just being dumb. Okay. Alright, so now deal 3. So this is going to deal 3, and I'm going to gain 3 armor, but that's a card that I can save for when he has...
We're using real swords.
Suffer my wrath.
I'll save that for when he has a creature out and I can decide. Right now, at this moment, I should have done 2 damage with my cannons, but I was real... Oh! Hey, I did not expect that. So apparently if there's no minions out, it doesn't matter what lane your cannon's in, it's going to shoot your hero. Fantastic. Alright. Done. Wind Fury Harpy.
Run away!
So, creatures that have Wind Fury can attack multiple times in a turn. Saucy. Man, this card's too hot for TV. Okay, so, alright, so she's lined up with 1 cannon. Now, if I were to attack into this, I would kill her, which I need to do this turn. My cannon would bump in and be in line to shoot the opponent there. So that's probably a good move. What do we do as far as I like to save creatures that have taunt for when I'm afraid of one of their creatures to delay another turn, because they have to attack that. They can't attack me. Well, they don't have to attack it. They just can't attack anything. They can't attack over that onto my life total. That's what I'm trying to say. So this makes my hero's power cost 1 instead of 2. If I play that, I don't have enough room to play this or this and my hero power still. So because I would be down to 2 after firing the cannons, which I want to do. So am I just going to waste some mana? Is that what's going to happen? I think that's what's going to have to happen. So I'm going to attack here, bring my cannons closer together to the middle. I know both would still hit the opponent either way. I'm going to play this to really get him in line. Now this only costs 1. So I can fire the cannons and do 2 damage, or I could do 3 with the card, but the card is a finite resource. Rush doesn't help because you can only attack minions. Taunt, I'll save. I don't want him to be able to hit that with direct damage. So fire the cannon. Inspire my guys.
We're
It's
using
another bonus.
real swords.
Don't always think about. Attack with everything in the turn.
Job's done.
So the good thing about learning by playing PvE, which is what I've been doing, I learn a whole lot more this way than playing against other people. I agree that other people are smarter, and I eventually will learn more playing against other people. But you have a limited amount of time when playing against other people, and it actually doesn't allow me as a new player to think through my line completely and kind of talk it out, and I get in a hurry. And then when that rope comes across and it's counting down, I absolutely lose it. Like I can't remain calm while that's happening. Okay, so let's see what they've got here. At the start of your turn, double this minion's attack. This guy has to go because he'll just get bigger and bigger and bigger. Another good thing about Hearthstone versus Magic is I can whittle away at this 8, you know, and hope to, you know, he's not doing a ton of damage yet. Like next turn he'll be 6. I can surely get him in 2 turns. This guy, let's see, if I fire my cannons, that will do 2 damage to him. He'll be down to 6. Then I could take here and here to kill him. That would be 4, 6 damage here. I would lose less life or less creatures if I use this 3 damage on him. Gained the shield. The one thing we know we're doing for sure is fire the cannons. So let's do that. Alright, I really hate to waste this guy on anything that's not hitting damage right towards the monster as well, because he's just getting bigger and bigger. This guy is Rush, so he would be able to do 3 damage, and this does 3 damage, right? That feels good, doesn't it? And now this guy, I already have one out, Maiden of the Lake. I shouldn't say guy, this person. Your hero power costs 1. It doesn't actually reduce it to 0. It still costs 1. Ooh, I made a misplay. So this hero power here, this cannon, it might not make a difference because I think I'll spend almost... No, I made a misplay. So what I should have done is did 3 damage here to the Scaled Nightmare. Used this creature with Rush, came in, did 3 damage, so then this Scaled Nightmare would have had 2 damage left, and then I could have fired my cannons. And killed the character, killed this nightmare with my cannons, and then the cannon would have refreshed, and I could have fired it again for only 1 mana. So it's really important to, like, that's why as players get better, they can see all this stuff right up front. I just did that off the cuff, and it wasn't a great idea. I mean, like, I basically missed out on 2 damage that would have went directly to the opponent. I'm going to have 1 mana crystal here, and since I have Maiden of the Lake out, it only costs 1 to fire, and I'm just going to have it sitting there like a dork and not be able to use it. So it's I don't know, that's how you learn though. So I'm going to do 3 damage here. That was a spell, so they got to draw 1. And then I'm gonna play this over here. And he has rush, not as good as charge, but that means he can attack enemy minions. And I'm gonna attack. It's gonna kill my guy, but it's gonna kill that too. And then now I can attack in with all these guys. I could have attacked in with all those guys before, just right around that other guy because he did not have taunt. But he was going to get bigger every turn. His ability was going to give him. Ooh, 4 damage to an enemy and 1 to everything else. Ooh, ouch. Okay, down to 10. I'm still at max, but you can never count these Monster Hunt or these Dungeon Run guys out. They just sometimes do some crazy stuff. +3 damage. Okay. And my Maiden of the Lake is still out. 6 health is nothing to sneeze at. Okay. Now this has an effect. Has +3 attack while damage. So that doing 1 attack or 1 damage to this guy actually did me a little bit of a favor. So it's up to 4 now. It might be that I just have lethal here and I don't have to do anything except fire my cannons. Attacking with my creatures.
Take this blade.
Nope. That's why. Okay. So taunt. Okay, I think we just play everything. That's what we do. And I hold on to this in case this one dies or gets a board wipe. I still have another one to reduce the power of my cannon. Deal 5 damage to a minion or 2 damage to all minions. Ow. Here's the card I really congratulate myself for. Caltrops and Execute together. Makes me happy. Okay, this guy's definitely dead now.
Who you want me kill?
My eggs. So weird talking about eggs. I must have missed that part of the story. Alright, wow. Beat the 5th. Oh, whirlwind. Okay, so as you can see, I've not played the game very much. I'm still unlocking basic cards for the classes, and this does tell me, in fact, too, that the Cannoneer, anyway, the character I'm playing, is a overlap with a warrior hero, so it's good to know. Okay, here's my treasure. What do I pick? Oh, another passive treasure. These are always the best. Okay. At the end of your turn, restore 2 health to all friendly characters. Man, this is really powerful. Oh my goodness, your cannons do 1 extra damage? Ooh. Okay. Enemy minions cost 1 more. I don't like that. I mean, I don't. Just, I'm sure that's powerful, but I'm always the player that wants more things to happen, not less. I really don't like to play control very much. Okay, your cannons do 1 extra damage or restore 2 health to all of your friendly characters every turn. Okay, what are we looking at here that we would want to keep alive? So most of our stuff, our creatures, they just come in. I mean, it would be great to keep these guys alive, but they're so small in health anyway that usually they don't get damaged and then live. They usually get damaged and just die. They're just gone, right? So same with this guy. Not only that, first aid kit actually works against the berserker because he could get damaged, get the buff and damage to, you know, +3 attack, get the buff to attack while he's damaged, and then it could heal him, and then he's like doing 2 attack again. So I think I have, how many of those? I have a berserker there. I've got more that do that. Yeah, here we go. Here's another one that's that way. So I really think that probably first aid kit is probably going to be good in some, but I'm really not loving it in mine. It's really powerful though, for keeping your stuff alive. But my whole strategy is more than anything being really aggressive, playing a lot of cheap stuff, using my cannons to great effect. So I think, you know, I've got 2 lowly squires that are getting pumped by it. I think I'm going this. I don't think I could pass this up even if it was the bad choice, but I think it's a good choice. Alright, so what do we got here? We've got deal 1 damage to all other minions when he comes in. All other minions. Ooh, this would trigger my red band wasp and my berserker. Let me see how many more I have like that. Okay, this guy triggers them already, the Kroll Taskmaster. He can target them when he comes in. That guy would kill. Let's see. Summon an extra cannon. Oh, that's what we need. Are there any more grizzled reinforcements in here? Because that will trump just anything. Nope. Alright. Because that's the guy that gives us an extra cannon. That would be amazing. Let's see. That's just a rush guy. We actually only have 2 guys that need... Okay, no. This big guy does too. Has +6 attack while damaged. So that Ravaging Ghoul would like hit on that. Now, this Serenite Chain Gang is just crazy good card. Like you get 2 of them, and they both have taunt. So they really kind of like late game, they can come in and really save your butt for sure. Primordial Drake, deal 2 damage to all other minions. Man, 2 damage I don't know that I can handle. Like I don't want these lowly squires to die at all. But now that's just a crazy good card though, because it has taunt, such a big health. Okay, let's see what else. Summon a random 1-cost minion for your opponent, but it's a 5/6 for 4. Oh wow. Destroy all minions except 1, chosen randomly. Okay, I saw this card being played at one of the most recent Hearthstone events that I watched on YouTube, and it was hilarious. This guy kept playing it, and he did it like three different times, and every single time his creature is the one that lived, and all of the opponent's creatures. He would be behind on board, like have 1 creature versus 3, big brawl, his creature would live 3 times in a row. It was ridiculous. Let's see. Spell damage 1, I really don't, I'm not, unless spell damage would affect my cannons, I don't think it does. I really am not casting any spells. Add a random dragon to your hand. At the end of your turn, add a dream card to your hand. Now, I don't know what that is, sadly. I don't know what a dream card is. Ah, man. Spell damage. Okay, draw a card. Alright, I don't really like any of this stuff, to be quite honest. I haven't really faced anybody that's creatures have really been that good yet, though. So, like, this could be really good. But, man, you know, besides my abusive sergeant, though, or not abusive sergeant, but my lowly squires, when everything else kind of does its thing when it comes in. It's a lot of, you know, give something a plus, you know, or has rush, so it comes in, you know, trades for a threatening creature. So this doing damage. These guys are just value. I like those guys. And then this guy, 2 damage to all other minions. I mean, that's pretty strong. If I'm behind, I don't mind. If I'm ahead, he's only a 4 attack. Okay, the thing about these Hungry Dragons, though, 1-cost minions, they come in, Caltrops hits them, I've got cannons. I think probably... These guys are good value, too, though. You know, forget about spell damage. Battle Cries, draw a card. He's a 4/4 for 5 with draw a card. Add a random dragon, so he gives you something back. These guys are just really good. Now, Hungry Dragon, I could justify that because I can basically take care of a 1-cost minion really easily and get a 5/6 for 4. This Brawl card, though, with the way my games have been going, of course, I've been just winning, right? Like, if I get behind on board, this seems really good. But are these value creatures better? These are gonna fit in my low casting cost curve a little bit better. I wonder if anybody thinks about this as hard as I'm thinking about it right now. I'm not sure that they do. I really, like, I've never been this far up. I've never got to 5 before, so I'm trying to be very careful. I wish I knew what a dream card was. So that's a 5, 6, and a 9, so it'll slot in here nicely. But these... See, I like to keep my casting costs low because I want to continually fire those cannons. I think I'm going to take these. Yeah, because, I mean, yeah. My caltrops will just straight kill a 1 casting cost creature sometimes. Okay. Alright, so we're going to face the face collector. This guy's cheerful. I mean, get a new hobby. Okay, for 0, he can transform a minion into a random one that costs 2 more. Oh, crap. Now my pick of oh, man. Now my pick of these Hungry Dragons is looking bad. This is the second time this has happened. I've picked a set of cards and just like the next thing I face makes my pick look real bad. Oh well. You live and you learn. We'll see what happens. Whew.
Darius versus the Face Collector.
Oh my gosh.
I am in position.
We're not so different, you and I.
I would rather be able to replace this on the draw. Actually, I'm going to replace every single card that I drew. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. My cannons are going to do double. Oh, it's exciting. +3 attack while damaged. Man, I really don't have any turn 1 play at all. Man, if I could get the passive upgrade that my cannons cost 1 less. Oh, it'd be so epic. Oh, this guy's got 50 health. Jeez. Okay, well. Alright. I think I gotta fire my cannon here. 2 damage. Feels good. Man, if I can get that guy that gives me an extra cannon in there, can you imagine? Be 4 damage. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this is escalating quickly. Oh, come on. Execute. Brawl is really good if I had 5 because destroy all minions. Wait, no it isn't. It's really terrible. I would play it and then just that guy would win because he's the only minion. Alright. Okay, deal 3 damage, gain 3 armor. I can shoot this guy. No, let's see. This guy just goes up against him and dies. Because he hits him for 3 and then he just dies, okay. Next turn I can literally play this Hungry Dragon. That's crazy. I do like those guys. But now he's going to transform the things I give him into like stuff that costs 3, which is not ideal. Sheesh. Okay, if I deal 3 damage, gain 3 armor, then this guy is going to hit me for 3. It's a wash. Do I just shoot him? And then, sheesh, I don't know. Because next turn... Oh my gosh, can this guy do this? Oh my gosh, he can just keep doing it on the same thing and it can get bigger and bigger. It's like I need to 1 turn kill these things. Wait, let's see. No, he's... Yeah, he's not taking any damage, right? Like he's back to full health. Because he's being transformed, he's not being summoned. So if he was being summoned, my caltrops would hit him. But he's not being summoned. He's being transformed. So, sheesh, I need to do as much damage to this. Well, does it even matter, though? Does it even matter to do any damage to this guy? I don't know. I'm going to test with my cannon rather than test with my card, because the cannon at least is a renewable resource. Oh, dear Lord. Whew. Oh my word. Oh my word. Hey, Chris. Welcome back. I've made it up to, I think I'm on round 6 right now. I made it past 5 fairly easily, but man, this guy's kicking my tail. His hero powers transform a minion into a random one that costs 2 more. And so, like, I just shot this minion with the cannon, and then he transformed him again. Their health comes back. And my passive ability of Caltrops is not hitting them, right? It's just, wow. And this guy's going to keep making beetles. Shoo. So I need to basically, so if he makes a beetle every turn, he transforms it every turn. Wow, this guy's a beast. So I'm in real trouble. Is the basic basic happening here. Whew. And then these hungry dragons that I picked last turn are looking worse and worse. I mean, this is like literally not what I want to play against this guy at all. Okay, so I've got 4. Now if I shoot, if I could scoot him over and shoot, this would renew, but then I would need to play a minion to scoot this cannon so that it would hit. If you scoot between the two, it would hit both. Now I could kill the beetle with do 3 damage, gain 3 armor. Man, I am looking at a crap ton of damage. Do I have anything with taunt that would help me out? Not really, but man. Oh, man, this Brawl card is looking fantastic for next turn, though. So no matter what he does, I'm going to kill everything but 1 next turn. That Brawl card came with these Hungry Dragon cards, so I'm happy about that. That's amazing against this guy. So do I just do 3 damage straight to his face and gain 3 armor? Oh, no, we do this. We do this for sure, like without a doubt. Right here. He gets a 1-cost minion. He can upgrade it all he wants. I'm going to take a crap ton of damage. But I'll play Brawl next turn. Oh no. What if my dragon doesn't live? Oh, I feel dumb. Feels real bad.
I am freed from the curse.
Oh man. Oh, okay, well. He killed the dragon instead of me. I feel good about that. So it did take some damage off of me. Still took a butt ton. But Brawl is looking real fantastic at this point. Destroy all minions except 1. I love the animation for this card too. Let me plan out a little ahead though. Okay, so taunt while damaged, or +3 attack while damaged, +3 attack while damaged. Your hero power costs 1 less. Deal 3, gain 3. Okay, I think the only option at this point is Brawl. Wait. Okay, if I fire my cannon, it's going to do 2 damage. It's going to kill this and this. Then it's going to refresh, and I can fire it again. This and this. This will die. This will take 2 damage. It'll refresh again, but I've only got 5 mana. So it feels like I need to save that particular barrage for later. Okay, let's think about it this way. If I play this, it'll make this cost 1. But then that'll be the only shot that I can do. Yeah, and I don't want this out when I play Brawl. I think it's... Oh, not that. It's Brawl time. Watch this animation. It's great. They all jump in. And they fight. Yes, Chris, you're right. I need a Galahorn. Wardcliff Coil, please. Okay, so what survived? Anytime he uses his hero power, he gets a 3/5. Come on. Come on. Sheesh. That's like, why couldn't a beetle have survived, you know? But that's one thing I do like about this this format, or even just a digital card game like this. You can say random, and it's truly random, you know, no shenanigans. Oh my gosh. Oh. What? Did he just play your... What just happened? Okay. Why did he... Okay, your cannons do 2 extra damage this turn. What is that? Where did that come from? Okay. Okay. Cannons do extra powder. I don't understand that. I don't understand what happened. Did I draw that? I think it was played. But I don't... Did he give it to me? Or is that... That's really weird. Okay, so... I need to focus here. Alright, so my hero power costs 1 less if I play this. And then I will have 2 shots left on it. Or... I can get 3 shots with 6 mana. Let's see what it'll do. I fire it once. It does not kill anything. Bad news bears. I play this, do 3 damage to this guy. Fire my cannon. It kills him. It does 2 to this guy. He's down to 2. Fire... Can I fire again after that? No, I cannot. I can only fire once. It would be refreshed, but no way to use it. Okay, I play a creature on to the right side of my cannon. It scoots the cannon here. Play a creature for 2. Scoots the cannon here. Fire it. Kills this guy. Reloads the cannon. Does 2 to this guy. He's primed to die. He dies. Reloads the cannon. I can fire... Ooh, but I can't afford it after that. But I think that's still the best thing, right? This guy is Rush. I think this is probably the guy, right? I use him to scoot the cannon. Then I can... If anything's left, I can try to clean it up. If anything is left with 1. And I could count right now, do the math. I just don't want to. That makes me a bad Hearthstone player. Oh, it doesn't scoot the cannon far enough. Oh, bad news. I'm going to have to scoot it twice, and then I'm only going to be able to fire once. Okay. Oh, is there another way? Is there another way to get that creature over here? Not really. Not really. This cannon needs to be here. Okay. Man. I love how important placement is with these cannons. Even though I just totally messed up, I really enjoy that that's a thing. It's making me think so much more differently. Now if I put this out, it would scoot over here and I could fire and it would kill this guy. Who I really want to die though is this guy. So... Sheesh. Okay, so at this point, this guy needs to go. There's just nothing I have to get rid of this guy because he's going to keep making 3/5s. So I can do 3 damage with this. This guy has... that doesn't help. So I could summon this guy and attack for 2 on this guy. And that would take him down to 2. Attack for 1 with this guy. And still be able to fire. And that would scoot the cannon over because this guy would die. No, because he can't attack this turn. Alright, so I'm just going to kill this guy. I'm going to get rid of him. Okay, I'm scooted back. But now when I play this, I'm not going to be able to afford my cannon, but the guy will die. It's very inefficient. It makes me very sad. Whew. I'm taking an absolute beating, too.
I have no
It's tough.
time for
I actually like it that it's this challenging, though. Like, if it was easy, it would just, you know, if you could just cakewalk through. And to be honest, so far up to this point, I've kind of cakewalked through. Like, I've kind of feel like I've gotten away with something. This guy's playing value cards too, man. I think this is when I should start to wish that I, played some bigger stuff. Because this guy, at this point, I'm so behind on board, I don't think he'll survive. Let's see if I can do anything fancy with the cannon this turn, though. So right now, he'll shoot straight ahead. He'll kill that. It'll refresh. I would like to get him to attack. You know, if I put in one creature here, doesn't he scoot? I mean, I thought he did last time. I think I... Okay, let's see. Alright, so this guy will attack for 5. So he can take out a 5. If I scoot this guy over, fire the cannon. So play that for 4. I would get 1 shot out of the cannon. Play this for 4. I would get 3 shots out of the cannon after playing her. That seems like great value. So shoot once. So I would shoot once, and this guy would die. This guy would take 2. It would reload the cannon. I would shoot again. This guy would die. This guy would take 2. It would reload the cannon. I think this... I mean, I could be making a wrong decision here. Yeah, see? Okay, I need to... Look at this. It even shows you before you drop the card. What a dork. So last time that mistake I made should not have been made. Alright, so dropping this in... and about to go to Value Town with these cannons. So I'm going to fire. Boom. It's going to kill that guy. Oh, no! This is what I didn't count on. Okay, their side of the board shifts too. Oh, man. I feel like such a scrub. Okay, so before I was thinking... It still kind of works, right? But I was thinking the cannon would be split between these two. It's not. So I'm still going to shoot this guy. But what am I looking at here? Take control of a random enemy minion when she dies. Okay. Squire. Alright. Whenever you summon a beast, reduce the cost of this card by 1. So it's going to reload the cannon again, but who's going to be where? Like, I don't... So if this guy dies, there's going to be an odd and even number. So there's 2 evens, so I'm not splitting anything. I think that's the way to think of it. So if you've got an even number, you're going to line up straight to straight. Yeah. And if you've got odd even, then you're going to be split where you're going to hit 2 things. Okay, so I'm going to fire. It's going to kill that guy. Then it's going to reload again, and I am going to fire again, but it's not going to kill this thing. Do I want it to kill it? I mean, I think I almost always do, but it's the only thing I can do. Probably he's going to upgrade this thing anyway. You'll take the damage off of it. Oh, wow, it died coming in because my Caltrops. Oh, it died. Whew. Man, I gotta say, I tried real hard. That's like the best I could do right now, for sure.
If you are defeated in the Witchwood, you'll lose the deck you've built.
Oh. Lose the deck. I knew that. So, what I like about games like this is that, you know, as you get better, as I get better, I can look back and be like, okay, remember when I took that left turn at Albuquerque? I should have taken a right and I would have been okay. I'm still so new to it that I think the only turn I can think back to, and I do this for Magic too, I always think of when the turning point was, where I kind of, my strategy and my thinking went wrong. And in this case, I think probably when I was drafting the deck, I should have valued some bigger creatures a little more maybe, although, let's see, I can count them. I was up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was only up to 7 mana crystals. So like the really big creatures usually like starting at 8. I don't think I could have even gotten those things into play. So that means my early curve was off in some way. I was taking too much damage off of his creatures throughout the game. I was actually kind of surprised when I died. I did not realize my life total was that low. And I don't know if there was any other plays I could have made. I was getting so fancy with my cannons. Probably had more taunt creatures I could have played to take some of the heat off of my life total so that they would have had to have attacked those creatures instead of, you know, me. I wish I could see these cards that are down here so I could kind of review that a little bit. I can look back at the footage and see. But I think probably then prioritizing taunt a little bit more would probably help. Although, man, I gotta say, the suite of cards we had together, you know, put together for removal, like, that time I really didn't draw any of my executes either. I have 3 in there, but see, with you know, with the monster hunt, the more cards you pick, the more in your deck, and then the less likely it is to draw, you know, through basically your whole deck, right? So the variance for getting, you know, exactly what you're expecting to get gets longer, especially where we only went to turn 7 for, you know, well, turn 14 if you count both sides. But yeah, so I was only up to 7 mana crystals. The other thing that I always like to remind myself after a defeat like this is that sometimes you'll think and think, what did I do wrong? And in that case, like, let's just say we had drawn, you know, all 3 execute. You can't count on that. Let's say we had drawn 2. I think that's even steep. Let's say we had drawn 1, right? We could have probably made it another turn, fired some more cannons. If we had drawn 2, which would have been kind of lucky, drawing none was unlucky. I mean, that's for sure. You have to think about variance too. Like, did anything happen in the strategy that you can change? Then yay, change it. If nothing happened, and you know, if you're thinking to yourself, well, I just got unlucky, but you have to be very honest. Like, I try to be super honest with myself as to whether did I get unlucky or was my strategy wrong. And in that case, I think it was a combination of the two. I think it was unlucky not getting any executes to take care of his creatures that time. Also, though, where he was transforming his creatures instead of summoning new ones, the caltrops were not taking effect. So execute wouldn't have necessarily just killed any creature outright like I'm used to as well. So that was a strategy. So I think it's we got a little bit unlucky not drawing more of our removal. That brawl removal, though, dang, did that ever... I mean, we got unlucky on what came back, but, I mean, that wiped the board, right? That was great for us. So I would say that, and keeping in mind, disclaimer, I am very new to the game, and there could be angles that are different in this game than they are for Magic, and in fact, I'm positive there are angles that are different. And I'm not super great at Magic either. I mean, I'm definitely passable tournament-wise and stuff, but not super, super great. So I think it's a combination. I would sum it up on this run that I should have valued taunt creatures more highly. I should have kept an eye on my life total a little bit better instead of just trying to make fancy shots with the cannon. Now, we did make some fancy shots, though. That was really fun. There was a few chains that we put together that were like, even if I was going to die, I would have been really tempted to do that anyway. That, looking back, if I had a single taunt creature in my hand and all I was focused on was lining up fancy cannon shots, that was a misplay. I know early on in that match there was a misplay involving some damage that could have went on him, but I don't think that's actually relevant. He was too high in life total, so he was whittling us down. But anyway, really fun though. I really had a great time playing Monster Hunt. For sure. Let's see, what time is it? 4:39. Maybe. Let me see if Yuna is online. She is not. So I was trying to think if I wanted to start another one. I might as well, right? I don't think there's any downside to starting. We could see another one of the monster hunters that way. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm talking 2 minutes. I'm gonna wash hands. 3 minutes. Actually, I should adjust that. 3 minutes. And then I will start another monster hunt if the servers allow it. Oh yeah, I get to pick some stuff now. So I made it to the...
Does your face look so sad?
Oh.
Ah, well.
Oh man, the face collector collected our faces. So I made it to the 6th monster before dying. I've defeated 5. Okay. Yeah, let's take a look at if I can remember what was in my hand at the end. Never got this guy on that last round either. That's key, right? Like, I kept waiting for another one of those guys to show up to draft because, man, having an extra cannon is just so well, it's fun, and then also it was really powerful, especially once we upgraded our cannon to fire with 2 damage each time. So the things are stacking up that kind of feel like, you know, that last game, that guy was super powerful, and we did not get some of our key cards because we were up to 28 cards, right? Every time you pick, you know, a treasure or you know, a lot of times it's these that don't actually go in your deck, but Like, you pick 3 cards, it adds that much more variance. And I gotta admit, the last 2 times I had picked, I was not super excited about what I got. The final pick was a 3-pack that had 2 Hungry Dragon and 1 Brawl. Turns out Brawl was like, I was really undervaluing that. I didn't realize how much, that guy was going to hit us in the face. Imagine that, face collector hitting us in the face. So, yeah. Ooh, it was a great game. The way I judge whether I'm really going to like a strategy game over the long term is if it does make me think about it. After it's over, if I'm continually like, man, there were paths, there were avenues, there were things I could have done differently. What if? It transfers over if you're playing standard too, or constructed deck. You start to think, I've played this deck 10 times. This was the thing that was weak about it. What if? What would help it, across the boards against all different types of decks? What's going to help it against whatever's super popular right now? So I don't know enough about Hearthstone to make those decisions yet, and that's why Monster Hunt and Dungeon Crawl, or let's see, is it called Dungeon Crawl? Anyway, the one that came with Kobolds and Catacombs. That PvE content is so great. I also enjoy Arena for that reason. It's more of a level playing field. You have to make picks. And I've definitely played some games of Arena where I'm like, oh my gosh, I definitely am, picked wrong. I chose very poorly because every single game will go really bad. But, that's when you learn the most, when you lose the biggest. So I will keep playing and keep streaming. Right now I'll hit back and I will hit on Monster Hunt. And I will choose a new hero right when I get back. Oh, sorry. I was muted. Sorry. I'll start over with that whole tirade. I've been thinking about this Toki Time Tinkerer Monster Hunter, and I thought at first that this temporal loop hero power was bad. Start your turn over. Don't like the results of a turn. Manipulate the timeline. I thought, well, what's it going to fix? Like if you have misplays, that would be great for me, actually, because I do that, as we saw in the last run. But I think what it's for is if you play, certain cards will say like do 3 damage randomly to each enemy minion, or 3 damage divided amongst enemy minions randomly. And then you could basically, because it costs 0, you could keep backing that up until the 3 damage went exactly where you wanted it. Or if it says like summon 3 random 1/1s, or 1 costed creatures, and you didn't like the 3 it gave you, you could back it up and do it again. So it could be interesting. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure though. I'm not super sold. I feel like the Cannoneer has such a powerful thing going. Let's see what the tracker does again. Discover a class spell that has been played this game. So class spell. So that means it has to be specific to her class, which I'm not really even sure what that is, to be honest. I don't know what that's layered over. I don't know what that's about. Okay, so let's see. Summon a 1/1 Bloodhound with Rush. Ooh, I love that. I love summoning creatures with my hero power. So this is looking like what I would like to try. I would like to try the Time Tinker eventually as well. So I will keep that in reserve. But I think this time I'm going to go with the Houndmaster. Let's see if I can actually get into a match, or if it's going to be tough. All right, it's working now.
Versus Rock-Tooth.
If I'm going into the Witchwood and there's a guy, especially with it sassy like this. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's see. Each turn this is in your hand, swap its attack and health. Oh, ooh, I really like these cards, especially when you can make a minion with your hero power. For each enemy minion, summon a 1/1 Hound with charge. It's also very thematic for this guy. For sure. Ooh, I get out of frame all the time. Okay, so I'm going to replace that middle one. And as I was saying before, if I'm going into the Witchwood, I mean, I feel pretty safe with this guy. He's got dogs, he's got a horse, he's got this giant shotgun.
Use your dogs to get the jump on foes.
Yeah. Alright, so I can play this, deal 1 damage, summon a 1/1 Mastiff. Let's go ahead and get this started, I guess. So, damage up here. And summon a Mastiff. No charge. Man, that guy looks cool, though. Okay, gain +2 attack this turn. So he could... Oh yeah, that costs 2, so he can't. Okay, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. At this point, that would just hit him in the face. Or I could create a Bloodhound with Rush. So now Rush is not as good as Charge, because I can't face him with that. If I play this, I'm kind of wasting 1 mana crystal there. Let's see, this is still a minion though, so it still plays into my next turn's play here. And actually I think next turn, give all, Death Rattle does that, okay. So I think the play is, the play is actually here. And then next turn, here, and if I get a 2-drop, I think is how that goes. I'm probably thinking too hard for just the first match, but when that Gobbler almost beat me, like, I'm never gonna take first round for granted again. Okay. Adapt a friendly beast. So that's 1 of 3 bonuses I could add to my dogs here. Deal 3 damage. If you control a beast, deal 5 damage instead. Okay, wow. So I'm going to do 5 damage for 3 with that guy. Okay, he chose +1 attack. So this guy's taunt. I can't attack past him. But nothing happens when he dies. So I need to do 2 damage there. Let's see. He's a 3/2. Adapt a friendly beast. I don't want my creatures to die because I'm building up for this Unleash the Hounds. Now I could play this and it would get me 2 hounds, but it feels like a future turn would be better. On that, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. That feels good too. So this, okay, I think I'd play this and see what it hits. And I'm hoping it will hit this. Then I can attack with one of my dogs. Come on. Oh, that's his death rattle. What a derp. Okay. So I could summon a dog here. I think this is the thing. I just ignore his creature here and I just build out my board. Like so. So now, next turn, I mean, you're talking massive value, right? I mean, he's going to kill one of our creatures with this guy, for sure. Jeez, keep playing taunt creatures, why don't you? Oh my god, my health's really low too. Because they're thinking about this. Okay, so, alright, so this is kind of an interesting card. Each turn this is in your hand, swap its attack and health. That's another thing you can't do with a paper card game. So next turn this will be a 6 attack and a 2 health. Right now it's a 2/6. Deal 3 damage. Okay, so this costs 3. Our guy here costs, I think this is the turn to play this, right? I'll get 4 hounds with charge out of this. Don't think there's any way that I'm going to be able to delay another turn. He did not attack with this for some, I don't know why. I don't know why he did that. Unless his strategy is just to build wide. Okay. This deal 5 damage. I could straight next turn. Alright, so the problem is I'm getting really close to lethal here, right? So I'm gonna need, these guys are gonna have charge. I'm gonna have to spend a crap ton. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Oh, I misread that card. See, for each enemy minion, summon a hound with charge. What a dork. Oh, I hope all these mistakes I'm making are gonna be okay. Gonna help you guys not make them. Okay, so this guy's a death rattle to do 1 damage to an random enemy. I hope it hits his creature. It did. That's good news. That's good news. Okay, so I'm going to dog. I can't afford to take much more damage. Life totals are so low.
Job's done.
Whew. Okay, this thing just swapped to a 6/2 with rush. So I could straight play this and destroy a creature. Ooh, gosh, yeah, it would have been lethal because I forgot about his hero ability. If I had let those guys live, he would have killed me that turn. I could deal 5 damage right now. Boom. All right. Round 1. Man, I'm kind of curious, like, because it's kind of like you don't know what monster you're gonna get either. So I think you just have to really balance your deck out. Okay, so choose a treasure. Your minions have +2 health. Wow, so when they came out, so let's just, as a for instance, this guy comes out, he would just be a 4/5 instead of a 4/3. Double your starting health. Just tank up, make dogs, attack. Passive, your minions cost 5 more. Oh, your minions that cost 5 or more cost 5. I've picked this one before, I think on a dungeon run. Man, okay, so this gets really strong with creating tokens, right? Like I'm creating a bunch of tokens, and instead of 1/1 dogs, they're 1/3 dogs. That seems good. Seems like they would last better. Doubling your starting health gets better and better. So like it would be 30 for this round. It seems like I could make a lot of mistakes and still, but it also seems like, you know, I'm going on the defensive too much as well. Although this is just defensive for my creatures. Now my creatures would stay in the game long enough to maybe pull off some combos. The problem is I don't really know what this guy's layered over. I think he's layered over Hunter, but I don't remember if Hunter has a lot of Anthem effects for my, you know, to pump all my creatures at once. I'm just going to take this like a coward. Potion of Vitality. Boom. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Quick Shot, deal 3 damage. If your hand is empty, draw a card. Cobra Shot, deal 3 damage to a minion and the enemy hero. Nourished, gained 3 cards. Wow, ramp. So in Magic, ramp is, the term ramp means that you're going to play a lot of cards that are intended to get your lands or your resources out faster, so you can play bigger stuff quicker, but it wastes your beginning turns, or in this case, it would your turn 5. If you wanted to do that, you're ramping into 7s, and my mana curve's still really low here, so I'm at 1, 2, 3, and 4 only, and it doesn't look like there's anything real expensive here. So Stonehill Defender, taunt. You can discover a taunt minion with that. Remember last time I failed with the Cannoneer and I said I should value taunt higher? Nesting Rock. Battle Cry. If you control at least 2 other minions, gain taunt. Okay. Alright, well that would be strong with my, you know, making all these dogs. Sleepy Dragon, 4/12 with taunt. This guy's great. Like, he just sits there and takes tons of damage so you don't have to. And you know, he costs 9 though. It's pretty big. Alright. Okay, so summon 2 1/1 Spectral Spiders. For his Death Rattle. So when he dies, he makes 2 1/1s. Summon 2 1/1 Spiders with this wolf. Infested wolf. He's full of spiders, I guess. Death Rattle, summon 2 2/2 hyenas. So these are just like super value creatures, and 2, 4, and 6 casting cost. Let's see what else we've got. We didn't see the whole deck that we've got. Each turn, this is in your hand. Swap it. Oh, we saw that. Okay, give a friendly beast +2/+2 and taunt. That's really good. Unleash the hounds for each enemy minion. I misread that one, didn't I? Deal 3 damage. If you control a beast, deal 5 damage instead. That was really great. I would take more of those. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not in the center of my card here. Let's see, do I go, I want to go this way? Let's see, how's that? Better? Maybe I need to slide a little. There we go. My webcam was off center and really bothering Gray's OCD. I agree. If I had looked over there, that would have bothered me too. I kept sliding, and then I think my floor is actually downhill in one direction. Okay, so we've got kill command, deal 3 damage. If you control a beast, deal 5. That was great. Give all Death Rattle minions in your hand +1/+1. Okay, so if we want to go with the Death Rattle theme, see how many Death Rattles we have. I love stuff with Echo. Oh my gosh. So Echo means you can cast it as many times as you have mana for that turn. Just for that turn. So if I had 8 mana, I could get 4 of these in one turn. I think that's great. He has no Death Rattle though. So let's see. Battle Cry, adapt a friendly beast. Lifesteal, deal 1 damage. Death Rattle, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. So at this point we need to decide, do we want to go towards this Death Rattle thing that this guy did? Is that enough synergy? Also, they have to be in your hand, not on the board. I think we just kind of ignore this guy, to be honest. Now, we did have a whole Death Rattle suite of cards here. And this guy costs 3, which means we would feel totally fine playing turn 3 Forlorn Stalker, turn 4 Infested Wolf, and then turn 6 Savannah Highmane, if that was, you know, a very unlikely thing that would happen to us. But it's going to feel bad to play this Haunted Creeper before this Forlorn Stalker. So that's a 2 out of 3 there. Let's see what the rest of them do for our synergy. So basically what we have so far is a deck that is very small, of course, because it's the beginning. And we've got a lot more Battle Cry than we have anything else, right? Battle Cry, Battle Cry. This is Echo and Rush. That's great. Okay. Our strategy is to just kind of go wide. We really don't have any synergies yet, so we kind of can decide with this first pick what way we're going. Discover a taunt minion. Do I even have a taunt minion? I think I do. Wow, not a single taunt minion. Last time we decided, in the last monster hunt, we decided that we should really value that a little bit higher. So these shoot enemies. We don't really have any removal that much yet, and removal might be kind of scarce. But this guy has taunt. Okay, if you control... Okay, this guy gives out taunt. That would make us... This guy's a huge... I think we're going to do this. We're going to go here. Protect us a little bit from some incoming damage by getting a lot of taunt creatures. Which again, taunt means that they can't attack over that creature and directly to your life total. They have to attack that creature if they want to attack. Okay, so this monster we're about to face is Silence a Minion for 1 mana. So what Silence does is it basically removes all of your abilities. So let's give a for instance here. We need something that is on the ground. Oh, Sleepy Dragon's perfect. So let's say we play our Sleepy Dragon. For 1 mana, she can take away Sleepy Dragon's taunt ability, which means, you know, that's a big part of why he's worth it, is the taunt ability. So once again, I have picked something that has I've picked 3 cards that play worse against the next monster coming up. I think the game is doing it to me, and I think I like it. Okay, as a for instance, one thing that her ability does not hit though, a Battle Cry, right? She could not use that quick enough to counteract your Battle Cry. Your Battle Cry happens when you play the card into the play space, and it's already had its effect by the time she can mute that card. She's not going to want to mute something that's already done its effect. Wouldn't help. Excuse me. All right, let's rumble.
Sure! Versus the mute.
Look what the dog's dug up.
Oh, wow. Okay. Summon a Mastiff. That seems like a deal 1 damage. Summon a Mastiff seems like a good first play. Adapt a friendly beast at turn 2. Fiery Bat is a beast that costs 1. So it looks like it's going to have to be turn 1 on the hunt, turn 2 our hero power, turn 3 this, then this. I think this looks like a great way to start. Small costed things that play out in a curve make me really happy. Did they just play? Oh, no, that's what I picked. I picked the passive ability to double my starting health. I'm glad I did that. Now I can make a little bit sloppier plays. Find ways to win. Okay, so deal 1 damage, summon a 1/1 Mastiff. I guess I could play this one too. I could play that one, then this one on the second turn to adapt it. Oh, Mastiff is going to be a... So this one's... No, it's this. This is the way. The Fiery Bat is 2 on the front. It's still only 1 toughness, so it's just as likely to die as this. I'd rather get a little bit more of an idea of what we're up against before I play into it there. Okay. Yeah, this would work on this to adapt a friendly beast. But I still think I would rather play this. Attack with this. Now this guy is rushed, but that he can only attack minions immediately, so. Also, adapting something's not necessarily that great when she can take away whatever we... What? In the bananas? She just silenced her own minion? What did it do? Oh, ooh, clever. Okay, so this minion only costs 2 and it's a 4/5, and that's because it can't attack. But then if you silence it, suddenly it takes away the negative effect. Oh, Chris says he has to run. Pretty cool. Thanks for the entertainment. You're very welcome, Chris, anytime. I think I'll probably stream Hearthstone more and more. I enjoy talking and playing strategy games at the same time. So, see you soon. Okay, so, man, a 4/5 hurts. Alright, so, summon, okay, so, I could for 2 do that. I decided I wanted to adapt. I need to adapt something that can attack this turn because, most likely whatever happens, he will silence it next turn. So I'm going to just pick the dog art that I like the most. I think I like this one. I can give it +3 health. I can make it poisonous. Oh, dang. Poisonous is good. I can kill that 4/5 with it. So what poisonous does is it doesn't matter how much damage you do to an enemy, not the hero of course, but to a minion, it will kill it. It just poisons it and it dies. So, fantastic. Boom. Only did 1 damage, but poison activates, kills it. I'm feeling pretty great about that adaptation. Silence a minion. What's he silencing? Oh, this guy. Let's see. Oh, yeah, because he had Death Rattle. So this guy deal 1 damage to a random enemy. For Death Rattle when he died, he made that not happen. Okay. Okay. I could give a friendly beast +2/+2 and taunt. Seems good. I could hit for 5. Let's see. So, giving something taunt's actually not that great because you're just gonna silence it. But this comes in to play, gives out a 2/2. Next turn can attack for 4, whereas this would just hit for 5 now. And then I would not have enough mana left to play this. So I think I do this. Give my dinosaur taunt. Make it a 5/4. Swing with the team.
Job's done.
I think that was the best I could do. So next turn I'm definitely threatening lethal unless this guy gets taunt suddenly. Yeah, that's the... I'll just hit it with this and then attack with this guy. Oh. Alright, wow. So, victory! Alright, so, what do we want to add to the deck? Adjacent minions have +1 attack. That's really good considering... So what it means by that, adjacent, you can actually choose where your creature drops in. So like say you've got 2 1/1 dogs, you put this guy right in the middle and everything beside him gets +1 attack. If one of those dogs dies, this is not a battle cry, so this is a static effect or a constant effect. So say one of those dogs dies and something else scoots over next to the Direwolf Alpha, that would suddenly get +1 attack too, just for being next to the Direwolf Alpha. So that's how that goes. Any opponent worth their salt's going to kill this first, though, to be fair. Okay, Grizzly. After you summon a minion, give it +1/+1. That's strong with all these dogs. Defender of Argus, give adjacent minions +1/+1 and taunt. Okay, so these says pack mentality. That makes sense, right? Little exorcist, taunt, battlecry, gain +1/+1 for each enemy. Wow, so you got 5 enemies out and you put this thing out, it gets, it would be, instead of a 2/3, it would be a 7/8. Oh, for each death rattle. Oh, nope, I'm misreading again. Gain +1/+1 for each enemy death rattle minion. Okay, yeah, so it's not your own minions, it's the enemies, and they specifically have to be death rattle ones, so that's pretty specific. Give your taunt minions +2/+2. At the end of your turn, summon a 1/2 ooze with taunt. These two work well together. Let's see what else we got. Taunt and poisonous. That is an amazing one, because he only does 1 damage back when they attack him, but it poisons and kills them. Oh, 2 of them. And Shade of Nox Ramus. At the start of your turn, gain +1/+1. Okay, this guy's great because you can leave him out. He's stealth unless they have a damage effect that hits across the board. I mean, and 2 of them right in the first turn. He's going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Top, back. Oh, and I like this. And you can kind of leave him there. Let's see, back to the beginning. These are very, okay, after you summon, okay, these are really good too with our go wide strategy of making a lot of minions, but that guy's just fantastic, and this guy kind of helps to protect our minions, both of these do, and protect our life total as well. So these pump our guys. I think this is the path that we've taken here. We've upped our life total. Although we could find ourselves in a position of being too defensive. Although this guy does, he's both. That's tough. It's tough between these two. Man, that's really good. After you summon a minion, give it +1. Give adjacent minions. Man, this one's good too. It gives things taunt. Depending on where you place it. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3. This keeps us in a lower curve. Man. Oh, it's a really tough choice. This is probably the correct choice, actually. This one's tempting just because it's kind of flashy, but I think... And it's hard to say what the correct choice is. These monsters do all kinds of stuff.
Has the cure.
Oh. He's not a doctor I want to really go to. I hope he's not in my network. Hero power. Deal 1 damage to a minion. If it dies, restore 3 health to your hero. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is really strong against us. Ooh. Because we've got a bunch of low-costed minions. Goodness, I'm glad I took those creatures that pump my minions up at least. But man, he could be gaining a whole lot of life off of the way that we're building this deck up, for sure.
Shaw versus Dr. Cesavo.
Look what the dog's dug up.
All right.
Sit down. Show me where it's gonna hurt.
That's creepy. Okay, 4 is too high. 5 is too high. Adjacent minions. Okay, this is good. I can see that curving out well, especially if we can get a 1. We cannot. We can get 2 3s, but double your starting health. We've got time. Give adjacent minions +1 and taunt. I can't play anything. All right, so one thing we need to look at. Restore 3 health to your hero. Okay, so that's important. If it said add 3 health or gain 3 health, your hero gains 3 health, that would be bad. He's only going to cap at 25. It doesn't do him any good. He won't go above that using this ability, so that's good. Whenever a character is healed, gain +2 attack. Okay, so yeah, so this will plus this. It's pretty good synergy whenever he uses his ability or is able to. But the way this is worded, whenever a character is healed, gain is healed, right? So, yeah. So he, even if he doesn't gain life, it'll still pump this Light Warden here. So it makes it profitable for him to do this, even if he's not going to gain any life. Alright, so this guy's Echo. I love saving Echo stuff till later. And this, I want to wait till I've got 2 things to put it between. I'm going to create this this Bloodhound, and I'm just going to attack past. Oh, that's right. Rush only allows me to attack minions, not... I don't want to attack that minion yet. Whew. Goodness. They forced the issue, but still. Okay. Whenever a character is healed, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. So last turn, if I had attacked that, I would have died. And then he would have been free to attack my character. That way he had to choose either the minion or me. And my minion still does his damage back. And so it happened a turn later. I still think that's the right choice. Whenever a character is healed, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. Oh man, all these are going to be like very synergistic. Okay, I can deal 1 damage and summon a 1/1 Mastiff for 1. But I have no other 1 casting. Oh wait, yeah, for 1. And then I could do a 2 cost. Other adjacent minions have... Yeah, I think that's right. This guy needs to get down quick though. But he's a 2/2, he'll die. So I need to go on that, and then I'm gonna do my Bloodhound with Rush, I think. Or is this gonna survive? No, this is gonna die. I don't want that to die. I'd rather this and just see what he does. Same deal. I would be, if he attacks me, so be it.
Mind if I roll need?
Ooh.
Is someone injured?
Draw a card. Whenever a minion is healed, draw a card. Okay, so he did attack, but he didn't attack me, so that did something. Okay. So this has Rush. I could play this, do 2 damage here. It would survive. Whenever a minion is healed, draw a card. Gosh, gotta get rid of that. Battle Cry, discover a taunt minion. Okay, we've got 4 mana. Play that, pump the crew. This needs to go down soon. Could play 2 2/1s with Rush. Do I just start wiping their board? He's gonna draw a card off that, nothing I can really do. Do I skip his board? Just keep widening out. Okay, this guy does have... I don't want to play that really. I want to wait till I got more. Okay, adjacent minions +1/+1 and taunt. And he's a 2/3. He's still going to die. I feel like I need to widen my board, but I can't do it with him playing all these creatures all the time. That guy's going to die to them. I can play this and this. But man, they'll kill him. Discover a taunt minion. He's a 1/4. He would last in there. I think this is my guy right here.
Out of my jungle!
Okay. So I get to discover a minion. A 1/7 with taunt. That's stinking amazing. 3/5 with taunt. Footman. I'm definitely not picking that guy. Although, you know, he's cheap. If I take him, I can play him this turn. Next turn, I could play this guy, though. 1/7 with taunt. He is playing a crap ton of creatures. This guy would really hold up. I'm going to take him. And I'll attack this. And in my turn. Now, he could start really getting some value.
It's time for a little blood.
Oh my goodness, look at this. I need a board sweeper. It's getting crazy. Okay, 2/1 with lifesteal, but I really don't need that. Do I just start facing him? Like, I don't know, then he'll start healing up. And he's playing so much. Alright, if you summon a minion. Need to be able to... Okay, so this guy's rush and would do 6 damage, but he would... I really wish he was switched the other way. 1/7 taunt. And this 2/1 with lifesteal is probably the way to go.
Go away!
Although that was the best move, but I'm getting kind of overwhelmed.
You feel icky.
My goodness. Whew, let's see what all has happened here. Deal 2 damage to the enemy hero when he dies. Okay, whenever a character is healed, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. Okay, 3, well, damage. That guy needs to go. He's really, really tough. Okay. Okay, so this guy's back to a 2/6. Okay, can I manage to play this and something that pumps the team? I can. So he would be a 3. This guy's doing 4. Could go that. Oh, I could play 3 of these with Echo and Rush. And then just like boom, boom. Or boom, boom, boom and leave this guy. He's big, but... Or do I... Yeah, Rush means he can only... Sheesh. Rush for 2. It's funny, last turn I was kind of wishing that this guy was a, you know, a 2/6. Now he's a 2/6. I wish he was a 6/2. I might have a problem. Let's see. Could play this, then this, and it would give him +1/+1. He would be a 3/7, but that still doesn't kill this. I think this is the turn of the echoing hunting mastiff, to be honest. I'm just gonna like start just wiping his board out. Yeah, so these are gonna hurt me. Not really. This guy will keep me safe from this guy for a turn. +2 draw a card. Shoot. Okay. Alright. Oh, if I control a beast, deal 5. So if I can play a beast, then I can burn this guy out. Okay, this guy has no abilities. He's a 4/5. Okay. So if I can play a beast with taunt, that would be really nice. Do I have any beasts at all? This is a beast. This costs 3. 2. I would still have 2 left. Jason. Okay, this guy is also a beast. But then he'll just die instead of actually pumping my guys. Okay, so this guy, I have enough for these 2, but I need 5 damage, not... Okay, so basically I'm going to have to play this or this. This is not a good choice. This is okay. 3 plus... No, the mana doesn't work out. If I play this and this, you're talking about 6. I don't have enough to play this. Is that okay, though? If this comes out, it's a 2/2 and the Yeti will just kill it. So I think what I do is I play this, kind of a disposable guy. I can now do 5 damage. And this guy is Rush. I could attack here, get him down to 4 health. Or do I wait and let him attack me? Yeah, hopefully he'll attack here and not me. I think that's the play. If I play this, he's definitely going to attack this. Okay. I think I pass. I'm getting enough mana built up now that I can multi.
Mind if I roll need?
I hope you like my invention.
Playing all these value creatures too. Just flooding the board. Do I need to start facing this guy? Oh no. Just hitting him in the face? Let's see. Adapt a friendly beast. I'd like to adapt something bigger than that. Okay. You can get Divine Shield off of adapt too. It'd be cool to keep this guy safe. Play this. That would be 5. I'd have 3 left. I could play this as well. Get one of those. It's really tough. Like, his deck's really good against ours because what we want to do is build a bunch of small creatures and pump them. And that's just not happening because we can't get our board healthy enough to pump anything. Eventually he's going to start playing really big stuff. Is this a 6-2? No, it'd be great if it was. Because 6-2 would handle this. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to play this. I'm just going to play to my outs here. See what happens. Adapt this guy, hope for Divine Shield. There it is. Oh man, Poisonous is really good too though, because I could... But I want this guy around. Now he's got so many creatures though. Am I calling an audible at this late date? I think I am. What? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So this guy summoned... Okay, he gave this guy plus. So he at least did something. I'm going to need to attack him into this 4/5. And then attack this into this, I think, is the thing. Battlecry, restore 3. Okay, so he's done that.
That one's not ready.
Oh, he's not ready. Oh, man. That means if they attack him, though. Okay, I could do this and get... These two guys are asleep. That's the problem. Okay, I'm just going to summon another guy. And pass turn, I guess. Or I might as well face this guy with this, right? Or do I hit this guy? 1 for a 2, and then maybe something else will survive. Oh, this guy's got rush, though, so he could do something. He can attack here and live. Let's do that.
Job's done.
Okay. Whew. My brain's getting tired. Been playing a long time. Oh, if it dies, someone... He just keeps going back up in health. This is a grind. Alright.
Is someone
Died
injured?
anyway. But he made himself a huge target. He was poisonous. Divine Shield would have been the right... No, they could have attacked through that too, but at least he killed whatever attacked him. Okay, this Nesting Rock needs 2 other minions. So this guy's beastly, and he's got taunt. He takes all 9 of my mana, though. Defender of Argus. Give adjacent minions +1/+1 and taunt. And okay, this is a 6/2 with rush now, so I could obliterate something with a high health total with this 4 here. I could take down this. This thing's getting close to being able to be taken out just by my Bloodhound here. If I played this, this guy would be a 3, and he would be able to attack and kill this guy. But he dies next turn. Is there anything with rush that I could also play? Yes. This would be able to be affected. So this for 2, have 7 left. This would attack and die. I could play rush creature here. For 4, that makes me down to 3. There's nothing else I could play, but I could play something else bigger. No, I could not. It's still my best line. Alright, so I'll play this. Pump this guy to a 3. Attack here. Kill that. Play some things to surround this guy. Okay. Oh, well, this would work. So I have 7 left. I could play... this has rush. Let's see. Before we play this, we can tell this where to go. I don't really know this. I think this always goes to the right. And this. Okay, so they're both getting the pump from this guy. Adjacent minions. And alright, so these guys can attack creatures, but not... This guy. I wish I had waited to play that guy until next turn for sure. because he would be better with 7 toughness, and he switches that every turn, his attack and his health. Okay, bygones. All right, so this guy deals 2 damage to me when I kill him. This guy, okay, so 2-1. I can attack here and not die and kill this thing. And that's drawing her lots of cards. So that's going. This guy's going to die no matter what I attack. What's this effect? Restore 2 health, draw a card. These guys have all done their thing except this guy. So I guess I would rather trade a 2, or do I wait? Because I can't attack him. Yeah, because he's got rush, not charge. I think I sit and I wait, because my life total can take it at this point. Whew. Now I'm kind of wishing that I had chose the restore 2 health thing to all my minions. Oh, he has no cards left. He's going to start dying quick. Nice. So the way fatigue works is, plus once I kill these minions, he's done. I've wore him down with my enormous life total. So once he runs out of cards, they take damage every time they try to draw cards from now on. And not just that, you take 1 damage the first time you try to draw a card and you can't. You take 2 damage the next time, 3 damage, 4 damage, on up. So it kills you really quick, because I played like a weapon that made me draw 3 cards extra every turn, and it just like milled me out and killed me really quick. Okay, so what do these guys do? Restore 4 health. Does anything make him draw a card? That'd be sweet. Battlecry does, but he's already done that. Restore 2 health. So that these 2 have already happened. Oh, yeah, everything's already happened. So these are basically just vanilla creatures at this point, because all they have is Battlecry, no death rattles. So I just need to clear them off and then start womping him. So if I play this guy with 412 with taunt, he can't even hit me with them. He has to deal with that. Or I could give adjacent minions +1/+1 and taunt, and then play this between the 2. That would make this 2/2, 2/2. I think that's good. I think I play this here. Then I play this, and I think it appears to the right. It does. That was risky. I should have played this guy first. I should have, definitely, because the battle cry, another misplay. So I should have played my hound when this battle, it doesn't just do adjacent, it does it when it comes in. So that was definitely a derp. So I'll just attack this guy. And I'll attack this guy because he will not kill me. I'll live. This guy will have to hit here. This guy basically is just... I'll just play him because I have the mana to play him. So... Alright. I've still got cards. This guy got like 3.
Unlicensed. That's the good stuff.
So we can just keep bolting my creatures. I just need to not put anything down that has a low enough health for him to kill and regain life. But he'll start losing so much life from that fatigue. It won't even be funny. So this guy's just already done his thing. He's just a 2/3 vanilla. Gain taunt if you control 2 other minions. Give a friendly beast +2/+2 and taunt. This guy's not a beast. I can play this, then play this. Okay, this guy would gain taunt if I played him, but this guy has charge, but he's gonna die to this guy anyway. I think this is the guy. Taunt. And so this guy dies to this guy, but that's okay. And then we attack for 2. I'm playing very cautiously, but man, I really thought I was dead. If he hadn't ran out of cards, I mean, he was like straight playing a crap ton of cards. Oh, I'm almost out of cards. I gotta finish this. Crap. Oh, that's not gonna do anything. Okay, Battlecry, give a friendly minion +2/+2 and taunt. This is better than this when I'm trying to kill someone fast, because even though this guy's big on the back end, he only has 4 attack. Okay, so I Battlecry this, It'll only target a beast. It has to be this. Yeah, see, this is not beast over here, so I can't. I don't want to double taunt this guy, but hey, whatever. Both can attack, so I'm going to swing in for... Okay, he's definitely going to die quicker than me from taunt, though. Let's build some guys. Although he can gain life from that. That was a really bad move on my part, actually, because he's going to gain 3 health from that, because he can shoot it and kill it in 1 turn. Derp. He's taking massive damage, though. Like, he's up to drawing tons and tons of cards. So, but I'm going to start taking damage, too. So I need him to die quick, because my life total is healthier than his, so... And I'm not as far along in the fatigue cycle as he is. Okay, so don't play this unless we're going to be able to finish him out. Don't play any one... Oh, yeah, we're going to finish him anyway. Whew, man. Like, I like talking things out like that because it's how I learn. And I don't actually have time to do that when I'm playing a game against another person because I run out of time. But I actually need to do that, you know, realizing full well that those conversations will take place a lot quicker in my head as I get better at the game. Alright, choose a treasure. Summon 3 minions from the deck with the highest attack. Okay, what do we have? This is only a 4. It's not going to get our dragon, which we would want. It could get... Oh, okay, so is 4 our highest attack? I think it is. I think it is. So... Oh, yeah, okay. This guy sucks. I don't want him. But... Alright, so this is interesting. So this... summon means bring them out, right? So... it would actually hit... Oh my gosh. It would hit... This is the only... I really don't like this guy at all. I wish he was not in my deck at all. I don't like him. He doesn't have the effects I want. And he's tied for highest attack. This could change though, right? Like, but imagine this. You play that 6-costed card and it hits Houndmaster, Swift Messenger, and Sleepy Dragon all in one go. Still not that good. Okay. Fill your board with copies of random minions from your opponent's deck. That could be really good against some. Deal 3 damage to a random character. Repeat this 12 times? I think the enemy, I think the opponent is a character. Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. I'm Googling that. In Hearthstone, is the opponent considered a... Wow, my spelling. A character. I don't think opponent's the right term. Is the hero considered a character? Yep. Maybe either. Holy crap. Holy crap. Oh, crap. It could also be me. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I do have a high health total, though, right? So... Like next turn, I'm going to have 50 life when we go into this next battle, the next monster hunt. So, oh my gosh, though, like it's going to, if it hits me, you're talking about it doing 36 damage. But if it hits them, it's going to do 36 damage to them. It's so high risk, high reward. Ooh, if they have any, oh man, because it could hit my creatures too. But I have really small creatures. They keep getting wiped out. You know, I don't think it's the right choice to pick this, but I'm going to because I can't help myself. Wow. Wow, that is really cool. Okay. This is the reason I like these, you know, in some ways better than standard is because, I mean, you could not put a card like that in standard. Like, I don't think that that would be, I don't know. If it's in there, I'm playing it because I think that kind of thing is funny. Okay, what did we get? Give a minion +1/+1 and Death Rattle. Add an Explorer's Hat to your hand. I think Explorer's Hats just hand out +1 counters. Okay, Echo and Rush. I love these Hunting Mastiffs. I think those guys are great. Deal 3 damage to a minion. Summon a 3/3 wolf. Deal 3 damage to a minion. Summon a wolf. That's really great. Okay, after you summon a minion, give it +1/+1. We've used that guy. He's really tough, though. It's almost like a Winmore. It's like that last time we were having trouble keeping him on board. Your other minions have +1 attack. This guy's great because he has stealth, so unless they have some kind of damage that hits everything, you can just leave him sit there and never attack with him and keep letting him pump your guys. He's super key to our deck. Starving Buzzard. Whenever you summon a beast, draw a card. That's really good because we play all beasts, basically. Deal 3 damage. If your hand is empty, draw a card. Same, quick shot. Toxic Arrow. Deal 2 damage to a minion. If it survives, give it poisonous. Ooh. I don't like that removal at all. We are weak on removal, though. Like, straight up weak on it. Flanking Strike would be a great piece of removal. This is just going to help us keep more card advantage. This is just going to be the greatest pump thing. Like, this is what... This guy would work in a way that our other guys were not working last time. Like, this Addled Grizzly and the Direwolf, like, they just die before they can have the effect that you want them to. Whereas Sneaky Devil would sit there and continually give all my other minions +1 attack, even ones that weren't in play when I played him. Deal 3 damage if your hand is... These are 3 damage, though. That is really great. Oh, is there a reason that I don't want that much? No, actually I want these because I'm going to try to clear the board, then hit a ricochet shot, and 50-50, hopefully it hits them and not me. So we're playing a deck now that is actually pretty dumb. Like, but it doesn't matter. If we lose, we lose.
Like you.
Let's see. I need to message really quick. Okay. All right, one more round. And then I am going to sign off for the day. But I'm definitely liking streaming this better than anything I've ever streamed, for sure. And so I will probably be streaming this again. If you guys want to hang in there and watch me learn, and hopefully if you're trying to learn Hearthstone, it'll be helpful to you as well. And when I learn things that are new, if I've been saying things that are wrong, I will correct myself. I'm not against that at all. And you know, just it's part of the learning process. In fact, pointing out my mistakes is one of the best things I can do to learn, and actually you can as well. You can watch me totally mess up and then tell you when I did a misplay. I'm gonna actually announce that. And actually, even if I get good at Hearthstone, I will still announce when I have a misplay. I think that's super important to not only learning but maintaining your chops in any game, is to be able to admit, oh my gosh, I made a misplay and I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, not to beat yourself up, but just to, you know, say it out loud so maybe you don't do it again. So, oh. Ooh.
Sure versus Hanago.
I forgot to even check what his hero ability was. I guess I'll find out.
Look what the dog's dug up.
Just too busy talking about my own deck
I
here.
always did have a good nose for catching rats.
Haha, there's a rat catcher. Okay. This is preferable towards the later, but it is a 2 cost, and I'm going to keep it. Should I? You'd prefer your hand to be empty. Was my hand ever empty, though? I think it's basically just a deal 3 damage card, and we got to forget about drawing that card. It's really tough to run out of cards when you have a hero ability that makes creatures, right? Like you save your cards so much because you're using your hero ability instead. So I can't play a thing. Let's do, before we pass the turn, check out his ability. Passive hero power. Whenever a minion dies, give the adjacent minions +1 attack. Passive hero. Now, is that just for him? I would assume that's just for him. Whenever a minion dies, give the adjacent minions +1 attack. It doesn't say just for him, but that would make more sense. Okay. I think if I get through this, I think I get another passive ability, if I understand it correctly. But I don't know. It seemed like last time. I wonder if it has something to do with your score or your health, life total, or I don't know. I thought it was. It seems like it's consistently been. I've gotten a passive ability at the very beginning. I'm speaking about these. Double your starting health that I got. And then it seems like I got one after the 3rd round. Or 4th round last time as well. Alright, what do we play? I can deal 3 damage. This has lifesteal, so lifesteal is where if he does 2 damage with that, he also gains 2 health back for his hero. So that's not super great for me. I could summon a 1/1 with Rush and go ahead and kill it. I think that's probably the way to go. You don't want to waste your... Oh, I got the Echo Shot. If I can keep the board clear, turn 5, I'm playing it, guys. Alright.
Get it out! Get it out!
The Rat Catcher. Okay. Summon a 1/1 Shadow Beast. I wonder what a Shadow Beast is. It sounds like it might have... what do you call that? It might have stealth. Okay. I've got 3 to work with. I could deal 3 damage. I could summon this and hit that guy. I think that's the way to go, because basically I just want to trade until turn 5 rolls around. This will create another one. Give the adjacent... Okay, so he would need to have like 3 minions on board, me kill the middle one, and it would give each the side ones +1/+1. Or he could have 2 and it would give this one +1/+1. So it's a good thing to keep his board clear for sure. It plays into my strategy and his. Summon a number of 1/1 rats equal to this minion's attack. Okay, that's pretty synergistic. If I kill this guy, it will +1/+1 this guy because of his passive. Or no, it'll +1 him. Equal to his attack, so it still would. So when this guy died, he would create 3 rats instead of 2. So, alright, so I think what I want to do is just bolt this thing out of existence. What? Oh, yeah. Oh, what? Weird. It should have created... Oh, it created 2. That is correct. Okay. And then I create this. And kill this. And that's going to pump this. This mechanic is interesting. Sometimes I play against bosses in these, and I'm like, I wish I could play through the dungeon with this guy. Because it's in the same way that... that was great. I'm going to read that at the end of the turn. Wow. Because this guy has so much thought to how you play it out. The Cannoneer has been really, really fun. The first one I played today, because of adjusting the cannons, it made for some pretty embarrassing mistakes, but man, was it fun. Okay, so he played this card. Give a friendly minion +4/+4 until the end of turn, then it dies. Horribly. The punctuation's great on that. Alright, so I will... Okay, so next turn I can do this. If I can keep the board clear, I can play this. Is there something else I could play? Okay. Okay, I just play this. I just play this and then I kill this and hope that I can clear the board and play my where did it go? Oh, my ricochet shot. Okay. All right. So I need, and if not the turn after, I probably can. So I play this. I trade. I die. So would it be a good thing to do to play another thing now so that next turn I've got all of my mana available to cast this, right? So if I have a creature down, I could get ahead a little bit. Maybe this guy will live. That's what we'll do. If he doesn't play anything, we're kind of boned, right? Because we want to... Oh, Death Rattle summon spiders. Okay, so that was a good idea. If I can even get rid of this guy. Okay. Okay, this fiery bat. Okay, so I've got 6. This costs 5, this ricochet shot. And I want to clear the board. So I can afford to play this 2-1. Okay, so I think my play is I play this 2-1, I attack here, then I attack here, and it will kill that. And then will it do a damage to a random enemy minion, or will it not? I don't know. We're about to find out, though. Okay. So, I attack here. My guy dies. Okay, his power does work on me. So playing against this guy is just as fun as... Okay, so when I attack this guy, do I have any other way of dealing damage? Not and being able to maintain this. I wish this guy did not make spiders. That would be so great. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to be able...
Ready.
Oh, this guy's not even ready. Okay. Okay. So, in order to clear the board, I need to... I could echo these out. I could get 2 of these. The first one would kill him. The second one would... Okay, I need 3 creatures onto the board, basically. Okay. I think the thing to do is just to kind of stabilize the board a little bit. I'm trying to kind of cheap out, and then every turn he's creating more crap that I can't even deal with. So I'm gonna get a pretty good presence on the board. This ricochet shot is really hard to pull off, but literally at this point it would almost kill him. It would do 36 damage. He has 8 armor, and it would also almost kill me. Dang it, stop playing stuff. Oh wow, destroyed both adjacent minions and gained their attack and health. Okay, so he's gonna eat one of his. He ate something that made more. Oh my god. It's so hard to pull this ricochet off. Oh man. I feel like I was almost there, and then he just started like playing a bunch of crap that multiplies everywhere. Alright. So man, so we've got so much crap on the board. I could play this and make a bunch of 1/1s. I could make 4 1/1s and then just like, oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, but it leaves me with only 4 mana left instead of 5. Oh, man. Oh, it feels so bad. Is there any other way? There's no other way. So this is actually really good. Okay, so these guys all have charge. So... Okay, nothing here has a death rattle, right? You jerk can stop making more spiders, please. I would appreciate that. This is going to attack here. They'll both die. Okay, so it gives this guy 2-1. It gives that guy 2-1. Okay, so I attack this guy into this guy. This guy dies. This guy gets to be a 3-1. Okay, alright. So this is a strategy that's working for me anyway. Let's see if I attack. This got to be a 4-1. This is actually pretty great. I'm going to actually be able to, like, super take advantage of this, right? So I'll attack this guy into this guy. This guy's a 5-1 now. And then I swing it at the guy. And then next turn I'll have 8 mana. And hope. Okay, do I play some of these guys out? Do I play 2 out? No, I want to be able to have an empty board. Do I play 1 guy to try to be ahead? Sheesh. I don't think I do. God, with lifesteal? At least he doesn't have rush. Okay, so, alright, so this is great. This is great. Okay, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. This is so exciting. Alright, so I've got this card. Deal 3 damage to a random character. Repeat this 12 times. We're talking 36 damage here. A hero is considered. I'm a hero. The monster I'm fighting in Monster Hunt is a hero. This fella, Rat Catcher. But every creature is a hero as well. So if I play this, it's going to randomly pick one. At this point, it's going to randomly pick between 1, 2, 3, 4 targets. And it's going to be a shame to do 36 damage to his worm, or to my dog, or to me, really. But his life is at 33. If it does hit him, if I can clear the board, which is what I've been trying to do all game. I'm not really playing the way I'm supposed to play. But I've been trying to clear the board. Oh, this thing has lifesteal, though. So he's going to gain up past where it would be lethal to him. What a jerk. Yeah, there's no way to keep that from happening. Okay, so right now, Ricochet Shot is going to pick between 4 targets. I'm going to swing this at this. They're going to kill each other. And then we're going to be able to have only me and only my opponent on board. So it's going to pick one of us, and it's going to do 36 damage to us. I hope the animation is epic. I bet it is. So let's see. Does the life still work when it did not work? Life still doesn't work that way. Damage dealt also heals your hero. Wow. Wow, I didn't see it work. Yeah. Okay. All right, so here goes. Ricochet Shot. Once again, I have a 50-50 shot of taking 36 damage or doing 36 to my opponent who only has 33. Oh my gosh, this is great. Oh, never mind. It does not work the way that I thought it did. Oh no. Oh. Not what I wanted to happen. Oh, the worst. Okay, so Ricochet Shot, let's reread that. Works this way. Deal 3 damage to a random character. Repeat this 12 times. I thought it would pick one random character and then do it 12 times. It does not. It randomly picks every single time. And I had 42 life, and now I'm down to 18. He had 32 life. Or 33, I think he had 2 armor, and is now down to 18. So basically, it just completely equalized our life totals and made me feel real dumb. Congratulations, Ricochet. Congratulations, Blizzard design team, because that was a blast. Even though I messed it up, I'm super happy about it. And the animation did not disappoint. It was freaking amazing. I really liked it. All right, so now to rebuild the board and actually play a normal game. After you summon a minion, give it +1/+1. I think that's our strongest play.
This isn't Moonglade.
Yeah.
Job's done.
And in turn, in embarrassment. I had so much life, and I basically did myself in. What did he just do? Dang it. Destroy a minion. Death Rattle, resummon it. Oh, so if this guy dies, my guy comes back. Okay. Okay, I could Toxic Arrow this guy, then summon a Bloodhound with Rush and finish him off. I think that's the thing. Or I could just absolutely flat bomb the board. No, I want my guy back. Then I'm gonna, next turn, I'm gonna do 5 of these dudes. Yes, so Toxic Arrow. And this. Attack. He poisons me. He dies. Okay. So now I get my Addled Grizzly back. After you summon a minion, give it +1/+1. Okay, so anything else I play this turn, extra value. Alright, so 3. Okay, so I'm going to play this guy. And I could play this guy, but he has Echo, which means I can play him as many times as I want in a single turn. I'm going to play him when I get 10. I'm going to play 5 of them because that feels like value.
You dare challenge the daughter of Deathwing?
What? What in that? What just happened? Holy cow. Onyxia, summon 1/1 whelps until your side of the battlefield is full? Gross. Okay. Oh, man. So this guy's a 5. I could almost... These guys have rush, so I can... I think regardless, it's still the right choice is to just echo a bunch of these dudes out. And this guy's going to +1/+1 all of them. So they're going to be 3 2s, every single one of them. Am I going to run out of space? No. But I think I am. Am I going to fill the board too? Oh, get wrecked, guys. Look at this lineup. Oh, man. So I can... These guys have rush, so they can, on the turn they come out, they can attack minions, but not heroes immediately. I just want to make sure that I make this guy die, right? This guy is very not valuable to me. I've talked about this since the beginning. I hate that he's in my deck. He came in the opening deck. I would not pick him. I'm going to attack this this guy here. Oh, there's one thing I did not count on. He's going to buff all my other guys around me when he dies. And that's going to keep happening to all these guys. So I need to attack carefully. When do I want things to die? So his passive ability makes it where when a minion dies, give the adjacent minions +1/+1. So I attacked into that dragon. My guy died. He gave both of these guys +1/+1, which means I don't want to work from the edge if I know I'm going to die. So this guy will kill this guy. So I think that's the one to do. And then, but then this guy, these two guys will be 2/1s. But I can still handle that, can't I? No. It's going to make both of these guys lethal. So I need to attack his guys from the edge in whatever order I'm going to do that in. So I want this guy to definitely survive. So he's going to pump this guy to a 2/1. And then, man, it's just, we're going to be trading even unless I card over card over card. So I don't care if this guy gets pumped because he's going to kill whatever attacks him anyway. So I attack, or do I intentionally kill things off to pump my own guys so that my last attack is really big and lethal? No, because I think I don't have the numbers to do that. Do I? Yeah, that's too risky. Okay, so I attack here. Oop. I attack here. And that pumps these two. So 9/3, but it's not pumping their health, only their attack. And then I attack here. It'll pump here and here. Or do I attack down here on the end again? I do. I attack down here. Thank you, Jaden. You thought I would be a legendary card back? That's a very a nice, what do you call that? A nerd compliment. A nerd compliment. Oh, man. So I'm learning to play Hearthstone, and everyone's benefiting from all of my... Okay, so here's the situation. We've pumped 2 of their whelps up to 3/1s with his passive ability. I've played it since way back too, Jaden, and it is so much different now. There's so much more play to it. Alright, so I've pumped up these 2 guys. I want them to die. I don't want this guy to die, but he's going to have to. So that means I misplayed. That means I should have attacked with this guy when I could have killed something without it killing me. And instead I used my standard guys. Okay, so this guy definitely, I need this dragon to go away. And these guys get bigger and bigger. And due to the ricochet shot that I completely misjudged how it worked, I don't know that I want to play that ricochet shot again. I want to wait till the board is full to do it, because this is just like wait till he has a bunch of creatures and then do it. Then it would be good. As it was, I cleared the board and then played it, and it was not value at all. There we go. Alright, so basically that pumped my other two guys. This guy, we're going to have one big whelp, and I'm going to have some pretty big guys next turn, unless he can do something about it. I think I have... Oh, please. Oh no, it's going to kill everything. Oh! Oh man, his removal is better than mine. Oh goodness. Haunted creeper. Summon 2 spiders. I hate these spider guys. Alright, so I got something with lifesteal here. I can create... Okay, I got a huge dragon that they could bounce off of all they wanted. Okay. I think that's...
Go away.
Job's done.
Alright, there we go. Oh my goodness. Jeez. No way. Oh my gosh, if I kill this thing, he's going to summon a ton of grubs. I don't know if I can come back from this. Okay, I can deal 5 damage with this. Oh man. So he's gonna do 12. Do I need to take care of this guy? I think I need to swing face. Okay, I can get a taunt with this guy. Okay. I could do 5, 9, 11 right now, and I would gain 2 life back. Yeah. I don't want to kill this guy at all. I'm just gonna try to tank that guy and just do a ton of damage. Okay, there's that. Gain taunt. There's that. Play this guy with charge. I think I trade my 1. Let's see how much damage he's got left. Just like go past this guy. It's down to 10. Do I take him to 9 and then next turn he's gonna probably kill this guy? And then next turn, if he's down to 9, I got 4, 5, 6. No, this guy will be gone too. It'll just be 4 next turn. Or do I? That means I trade this 2 for this 1. Oh, it makes another 2/1, but this guy gets to be a 3. But he's probably gonna attack into that. I wonder if I gain the 3 life off that. I'm just not sure. Whew. And this is me just hoping he doesn't draw some kind of big threat. Okay, makes that guy bigger. Okay.
Big, sharp, pointy teeth.
This board's just getting real wide. Okay. Oh my gosh, that worm is getting so huge, and he's gonna summon so many grubs. If he dies. Whew. I need to be able to end it this turn. Okay, 5. I've got 8 here. He's only at 10. Come on. Alright, so if I do this, this guy will be a 6. This guy will be... I think that's it. Give adjacent minions +1/+1 and taunt. I think I put this guy right in the middle, and I have lethal. Yep. Sheesh. Oh. My goodness. That was tough. That ricochet shot, though. I'm going to look at it again so you can see what it does. I totally misunderstood what it did. Oh, Jaden, you got a robocall that got through? Yeah, that does happen. Yeah, they'll like make it come from your hometown and stuff. Like, well, what if this is my friend out at a payphone trying to call me? Alright, so choose your loot. First of all, I want to show you this card called Ricochet Shot. And I played this because I thought it was a high variance way to do 30... let's see, what, 36 damage? and it's not. It randomly chooses a character every single time. So what it did was like randomly chose me way more than it chose my opponent. I made sure to clear the board so that the only two characters left were my hero and me, because minions are considered heroes too. So I made sure to clear the board, then I played it, and it hit me so much more. I had way more life than my opponent, and then it equalized our lives down to 18 each. So that was crazy. So that was very interesting. I actually do still like the card. I just need to play it differently. Wait till they have a ton of minions out, and I want to just kind of clear the board. All right. Because my life total, I have the passive ability, Potion of Vitality, which doubles my starting health, which means I'll have 60 next turn, so I can afford to take some Van damage. All right, let's see what we got. Lock and Load. Each time you cast a spell this turn, add a random hunter card to your hand. This turn only, though. 2 of that. Oh, wow. And then Explosive Shot. Deal 5 damage to a minion and 2 damage to adjacent ones. So this will... I'm going to pick my loot, and then I'll have to sign off for the day. But it should be said that when it says random hunter card, hunter cards are signified, and all the classes, in fact, are signified by what color the border on the card is. So you see how these have green borders? That means it's specific to hunter. All these are. This one, not. Just, Leroy Jenkins is not specific to a hunter. Neither is this Stubborn Gastropod. It's you know, silver around the outside, which means it's neutral. You can play it with any hero. And the new Monster Hunt heroes are layered over a specific hero, so that their card pool is what you use. The guy that we're using is layered over the hunter. So, Explosive Shot does 5 damage to a minion and 2 damage to adjacent ones. That sounds pretty good. Deadly Shot, destroy a random enemy minion. 2 of those. So that's good. I like that. It can hit really big stuff, especially if they have like one really big threat or you clear off all the other threats. We're pretty good at clearing threats because our hero ability of summoning a 1/1 hound with rush, so we can summon it, attack a creature in the same turn. Leroy Jenkins. This is funny that Blizzard has this good of a sense of humor. Leroy Jenkins, the guy that kind of jumped into that raid or whatever, the DLC early. Leroy Jenkins, and then now there's a Hearthstone card named that. So good. And he has charge, of course. He can attack a minion or a hero immediately, or opponent immediately, and his battle cry summon 2 1/1 whelps for your opponent. So he actually helps your opponent a little bit. But that being said, you could kill one of those 1/1 whelps immediately with Leroy without dying if that was the board state that was going on. Although the next whelp would kill you next turn, so probably it's a better idea to attack right past that whelp. 6 to the face. I think that's what Leroy would do. I think that's the spirit of the card. Alright, let's see. Stubborn Gastropod, Taunt and Poisonous, Carrion Drake. If a minion died this turn, gain Poisonous. So that's his battle cry. 2 of those. So a Poisonous 3/7 is super fantastic. Or do we want more removal? Let's see what we have. Deal 1 damage to a random enemy minion. Deal 1 damage, summon a Mastiff. We basically have almost 0 removal, except this Ricochet shot, which hurts us as much as it hurts them. We have this Toxic Arrow as well. And a Kill Command. I guess we've got more than I thought. But as we add more things that aren't removal into the card pool, we will further water down our removal. We could get a pretty great, like, quick 6 damage charge creature here, and a couple of less focused, a little more random removal here, but it does just kill. Each time you cast a spell, add a random hunter card. I don't like this one exactly. Deal 5 damage to a minion, 2 to adjacent minions. That one's great. Cost 5 though. These 2 deadly shots I feel like are almost too good to pass up. I've never played with Leroy Jenkins card. We've talked a lot about it. Let's just take it. We're clearly picking for fun this time. I picked that Ricochet shot, thinking I could do some super high variance.
Oh, how hard I worked to make him mine.
Oh, that's romantic. The Chupacabra romance. Okay, so what does he do? And I won't be able to start right now. I'll play this next time I log on. We are up to 4 monsters defeated on the 5th round out of 8. I've never made it past 5. Next turn we'll face the Chupacabron. Hero power, give a friendly minion lifesteal. Wow. It's going to gain a crap ton of health. So with our passive ability of the Potion of Vitality, we will start with 60 health. He is going to start with 40. Lifesteal. Let's see. Do I have anything with lifesteal? I do. And we can check to see how that's worded. Will that bump him up past 40, I wonder? Depends on how that's worded. We've got a guy that has it. Oh, we can't get it to proc and tell us what it does. But most likely that will cap at 40, so he can't go above that at least. Leroy is a decent single target removal. That's very true, Jaden. That is, yeah, I could consider him removal. I also have a ton of guys that have rush in here, which actually really helps with that. Let's see if I can find a few. Yeah, Echo and Rush with this Hunting Mastiff. There was an epic turn in this last game where I used 10 mana to create 5 Hunting Mastiffs after he had just filled the board with whelps. And man, it was, if I didn't have that card, I think I would have been done in. All right, so next time I will be facing the Chupacabron. I am on round 5 with the hunter guy. I forget his name now. Having a great time. Thank you guys for tuning in for the stream, and I will see you the next time around. I'll be posting on my Twitter at marksquare_. If you're looking for times that I'll be streaming, I usually try to announce it about an hour ahead of time when I'm going to be hopping on to stream. Probably do more Hearthstone streaming, and in particular, until I learn the game a little better, I'll definitely be streaming the Witchwood Monster Hunt for a while, and then maybe some Kobolds and Catacombs dungeon runs as well. And I'm going to get Grey Ghost and Unilala to jump on, and we're going to start racing. We're going to turn these PvE content, we're going to turn it into a little bit of a drinking game. Whoever finishes, whenever you finish a round, your other 2 players. So if I finish a round, Yuna and Gray have to drink. If anybody finishes a round, I have to drink. So yeah, it's going to be a great time. We're going to get worse and worse at the game as that unfolds, but we'll see how that goes. You guys have a great evening, and I will talk to you soon.